What's up, everybody? KMZ18 Sports here, and yeah, Arsenal is out of the Europa League, man. They lost to Sporting Lisbon in penalties, and yeah, they're out. There's honestly nothing more to say. Is like they're out of the competition. Uh, but be, but before I begin, I want to give Sporting Lisbon a lot of credit, man. They played Arsenal tough. And if I gotta be completely objective, they they outplayed Arsenal during these two legs, honestly. Which is tough for me to admit, but it is what it is. But yeah, man, Arsenal lost to Sporting. Yeah, man, it's tough. But you know what, man? Even during losses or wins, I'm still here, man. I was just hoping Arsenal would make it far in this competition, but man, that sucks, man. It what blows my mind is like, man, this is Arsenal's best team in like 5 to 6 years, and yeah, we can't fucking win the Europa League. I'm starting to think, hopefully in my lifetime, Arsenal will win any type of European trophy, but who knows? Maybe I'm just being tough because I've yet to see Arsenal win one. But yeah, man, it is what it is. But yeah, man, Arsenal lost to Sporting. It was tied 1-1 during the first 90 minutes. Got to extra time. Arsenal were so close to scoring, but just couldn't get that breakthrough again. And then on penalties, it was just it is what it is. He's whoever scored the most in penalties. If it gets to that point, you're through. And unfortunately for Arsenal, it was Sporting's night. It was legit Sporting's night. But let's look at the stats before we continue. Arsenal had 53 possession to 47 possession. But like I always say, possession doesn't mean much if you don't know how to use it. And as you can see, shots and on goal, Arsenal had 13, while Sporting had 15. Arsenal had 9 on target, while Sporting had 2. And unfortunately, one of them was actually a really great goal by Sport. I'm not gonna lie, that was a fantastic goal, and nothing will take away. I think that's the goal of the season for the Europa League. If there, maybe I missed a few, but if I think the Europa League does like a top 10 goals of each season. If this is number one, whoever is above this goal, it has to be like a freaking like fire. But yeah, man, it just sucks, bro. It really does. It's just so unfortunate, man. Man, they were. The thing that hurts the most, just looking back at this, is the fact that Arsenal had to lead twice. They had to lead. Like during the first leg, Arsenal had the lead. Sporting scored two, then Arsenal scored their own goal. All right, cool. We thought, okay, we're back at home. Arsenal has a pretty great home record. They had the lead again. It was a great goal. Like it was a great through ball to from Jorginho to Martinelli, who shot. Keeper blocked it, but Xhaka was there for the rebound. And I was just thinking, man, this is just like, all right. I even said this during the game. Just score one more and we're good. And they couldn't do it. Instead, sloppiness, errors, led to Sporting's worldy. But man, yeah, it is what it is. Arsenal's out now. The only thing they have left is the Premier League, and I was hoping for them to at least get a double this season, but well, that kind of vanished. But and also now, and because of this game now, it's like now that they lost and they're out of the Europa League, now they lost a couple players in this game too. So we'll get into that. Oh boy, this is just yeah. All right, let me go. Let me get to the player ratings. I think I already said enough about the entire game, but I'll say more about my ending piece after the player ratings. All right. We have Ramsdale in goal, which I was surprised. I thought we were gonna put the backup keeper in Matt Turner, but Ramsdale, and to his credit, he had a one good save, but I hope he's okay because he saved it with his face. Uh, like he did like this and hit him boom. So I'm hoping he's okay. But yeah, man. But besides that, man, my only gripe with Rams, and this has been his Achilles heel, and that is stopping penalties. I think of all the like for Arsenal, of all the penalties that have been like attempted against Ramsdale, you only stopped one, and honestly, that was I believe a Bruno Fernandez where he hit the post. So I mean, it's not even a save. So yeah, man, and he had like one or two he should have saved during the penalty shootout, but tough, tough, man. I'm gonna give Ramsdale. I'm gonna give him a 5. Honestly, he kept Arsenal in it most of the game. The worldie that he have saved that maybe I'm not quite sure. And he could have saved a couple penalties, but yeah, man, just it was okay. Tommy Asa oh man, this sucks. Tommy Asa only played like 9 minutes and he got injured. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me, bro. So we had no choice to rush Ben White in there, and I'm not gonna give Tommy Asa a grade. It was I'm gonna give him an N or not rated because he only played for 9 minutes. Like during those 9 minutes, he was okay, but I can't really grade somebody if he's like only playing for like 9 minutes because of an injury. Same with Saliba, and this one hurt me the most, bro. Like, don't get me wrong, I hate that Tommy was injured, and I'm hoping he's not a long, serious injury. But at least we are lucky. We have Ben White there. Sucks that he played this game, but you know what? It is what it is. Saliba, on the other hand, oh, bro, I'm hoping he's not a long-term injury, man. I'm really hoping it's not a long term injury. If this is a long term injury, man, this honestly put a dent to Arsenal's title hopes. And I mean that wholeheartedly. So, to Saliba, man, I'm hoping he's not serious. If it is, I hope you have a speedy recovery. As for the match itself, I thought he was decent, but I can't really give him a rating. I think he left like around the 16-minute mark as well. Like two injuries back to back, so close to each other. Ah, man, just like, and it's funny. As soon as Eric Ten Hag says, "Oh, Arsenal always doesn't have injuries," like well, besides Jesus, I'm like, yeah, we've been lucky. And guess what happened? It's like the freaking football gods, like, oh yeah, you're right. Let me change that real quick, you know? Fucking A. But yeah, I'm not gonna give Saliba a rate. He was only there for like what, 16 minutes? So yeah, man. Gabriel, I thought he was pretty good. Alright, Gabriel, I thought he was pretty good. Honestly, if I had to put a man of the match, it's probably be Gabriel, honestly. But besides that, I mean there were some troubles here and there, but he kept things like, steady steady after Saliba went down. I'm gonna give him a 6. Zinchenko, honestly, Nice influential self, especially during these two legs as well. I'm not gonna lie, he was kind of poor. Like there were some nice passes here and there, and he was influential a little bit in the midfield, but not like I've seen him waste passes, get intercepted quickly. He was not that influential at all this game. And I don't know, maybe he tired? And also, if that's not the case, why wasn't Tierney playing? He was fresh. Like during those two games, I was like, okay, put Tierney in so that it'll keep Zinchenko fresh. No, he played all these games. Like why? I don't understand. Like if you're gonna put Tomiyasu in, then why not put Tierney in? I don't understand. But yeah, man, Zinchenko, I'm gonna give him a 4. He was pretty poor actually. I'm not gonna lie. He got better a little bit as the game went by, but yeah. Xhaka, he scored a nice rebound. Honestly, he was all over the pitch. He made some pretty good interceptions, especially late in the game, and he kept the kept passes forward. Honestly, I'm gonna give Xhaka. I'm gonna give him a 6. I thought he was actually decent. The fact that he scored a very good goal, especially to cover up for Martinelli. Man, I thought he was good. I thought he was good. Jorginho, there was some pretty nice pass, especially the through ball that resulted in the goal. Besides that, though, you can just tell lack of athleticism, especially in the midfield, defensive wise. The Sporting had I don't want to say had their way with Jorginho, but there were moments where Jorginho just could not catch up with them. And I understand why Arteta decided to pull Partey in during in the second half, but for Jorginho himself, the fact that he did actually contribute to the goal, I'm gonna give him a 5. And now, Fabio Vieira. Oh man. Unlike in leg one, where he was so influential, he was making important passes, making dictating play. This game, yeah, it was not, yeah, it was not good. He was dispossessed. He made one too many passes. There was actually a pass in the middle. He was like, I don't want to say by himself, but he was just right there. All he had to do is just shoot it one time and say he tried to back heel. I'm like, bro, just shoot. I know you're a midfielder, but shoot. Especially if you're in the box. Oh man. Yeah, he gave away some passes. He got intercepted quite a bit. So honestly, it hurts me to say this because I do really like Fabio Vieira, man. Like on his day, he's up there and as a very good midfielder. It's just maybe he needs more time. Maybe he needs more. Maybe I'm gonna give him another season to prove himself with this team. But this game, man, I gotta give him a 3. Like there was a reason why as soon as Odegaard went in, the game was just like Arsenal kind of dominated after Odegaard came in. But yeah, man, just uh, it was not his day today. Reese Nelson, honestly, defending wise, decent. Going forward, not so much. I understand why Mikel Arteta did this. I even called for Reece Nelson to start over Socrates, for Soccer to get more at least give him some rest time. But honestly, he like I said, the only time I saw Reece Nelson is when he's trying to win the ball back or when he's like defending. And that's not an indictment toward him because that tells me you have really good work rate, but Going forward, I just did not see him. The dude was virtually invisible. Sadly, I gotta give him a four. He was pretty poor. Like I'm not gonna go lower because defensive wise he ran back. I legit saw him whenever he was running back trying to get the ball back, but going forward not so much. Martinelli, oh man, I feel bad for Martinelli. Going forward, he was lively, but at the same time he wasn't his clinical self. There was moments where he just missed it, and unfortunately, that missed penalty really just. Unfortunately, the exclamation point is the performance today. It wasn't terrible, but unfortunately, I gotta give him a four, man. It was not his it was day today, especially that miss. That miss penalty was basically like the icing on the cake for him, unfortunately. Jesus, Jesus, hey, Jesus. Honestly, at first it took him a while to get going because I guess this was legit his first start in like since before the World Cup. But he was pretty lively and he had a chance, but it wasn't like he couldn't put power into it. But and the keeper saved it. But yeah, man, Jesus, man, glad to have him back. I hope to see more. But unfortunately, he was taken on after halftime, which is actually I understand why Arteta did it. So like that, because he wanted the partnership with Trossard Martinelli going forward, and especially I guess they put like restrictions to Jesus. But I would have preferred Jesus stay there with Trossard, going like to see if they go forward during this game. But I didn't get to see it unfortunately. But yeah, man. I'm gonna give him a five. It was a really good like first half. It did took a while, but he was lively, and he probably should have scored. But I'm not gonna hit at him as much, honestly. As for the substitution, Rob Holding, you can tell the difference between Saliba and Rob Holding, especially during the passing. Oh boy, honestly, if Saliba's out indefinitely and Rob Holding has to play, all I ask from Mikel is do not play the short game. Do not play the short passes to the keeper. Just hit it wide, hit it out. Because I can just tell if they do that, Rob Holding will be the culprit and they're going to result to a goal. But yeah, Rob Holding himself, defensive wise, he was okay. Passing wise, no. I'm gonna give him a five. Honestly, they didn't concede, but there were some hairy moments as well because due to his passing. Ben White. I hate the fact that Ben White had to play most of the game, especially after like 9 minutes. And he played all of it plus extra time. Oh man, I feel bad for him. But first things first, I hope Tomiyasu it's not. I'm hoping he's not long term. I'm hoping he's not a long term injury, and I hope you get well, Tomiyasu. As for Ben White, I'm gonna give him a five. I thought he was decent. Thomas Partey looked much better as when he came in. He intercepted so many passes. He gave Arsenal chance after chance after chance. He just couldn't capitalize. And yeah, and I thought he scored a a long shot. I thought he scored for a sec, but nah, he didn't. But yeah, man. For Thomas Partey, I'm actually gonna give him a seven. When he came in, you can just tell like a difference between him and Jorginho defensive wise anyway. Just like he coming in changed the game. Martin Odegaard, he came in very late, but during that very late, Arsenal trying to get that late winner, but unfortunately, it wasn't meant to be. And also, you can just tell. how much possession and how much Arsenal dominated with him on the field and away, man. And it sucked that he had to play as well. I really did not want him to play this game because for him to get rest for this weekend, but it is what it is. I'm actually gonna give him a 6. When he came in, he changed the game. He tried to get that late winner, but it just didn't happen this time around. Leandro Trossard, oh man. Oh, bro, that mess is gonna haunt me for a bit. It was gift wrapped to him, and Trossard just well, actually no, it would have scored, but the keeper saved it. But yeah, man, it's just like fuck. He had a pretty good game, honestly. He was lively. He was all over the midfield and the front. I'm gonna give him a 6. I will give him if he would have scored, I would have given him a 7, but a 6 is fine. And Bukayo Saka, yeah, when he came in, like the attack looked more direct, more dangerous. It just we could not just get that game winner, man, unfortunately. And also, I hate the fact that he also played and he played a long periods of the game, man. Just frustrating, frustrating. But yeah, man, I'm gonna give him a 6 as well. And the ref, honestly, the ref was fair. He called everything right. And I know some people are gonna play about some of the no calls, but honestly, it was both for both teams, so I'm not gonna call him out for that. So I'm gonna give the ref like a 6. And as for Mikel Arteta, I feel like I see why he went with this team. And honestly, for the most part, this is what I would have went with against Sporting. But in my opinion, there was one change that I wish he did. Two changes actually. One, leave Jesus in and take out Martinelli. 'Cause I feel like he's been playing a lot as well. And put Trossard in there so like that we can have a Jesus and Trossard combo during this game. And also, I wish he started Tierney because I feel like Zinchenko's starting to get a bit burned out as well, man. The dude's been playing like almost every game. Like, what's going on? But yeah, man. But I couldn't blame with the substitutions either. I mean, back-to-back injuries to Saliba and Tomiyasu didn't help him either. But overall, I'm gonna give Arteta a 6. Like this should have been a good enough team to win, but it just didn't happen. But yeah, man. But there's one thing I need to do. I have to give two shout out to two sporting players. Usually I don't do this because I don't really follow other like football teams besides Arsenal and maybe some other teams just in the Premier League and maybe like outside the Champions League or outside of it. But I do have to give a special shout out to Arda, and he played the game of his life. If I was a sporting fan, he's my man of the match. The goals that did not let Arsenal concede, man. I thought they scored. Like Gabriel almost scored. Trossard almost scored. Oh man, just fuck. And who else? I think it wasn't who scored. Oh, Pedro and Pedro Calvaldes. I hope I said that correctly. I'm sorry if I didn't. That was a pretty great goal. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, man, that's it for me. I'm just rambling now. It sucks Arsenal lost. I'm hoping in the near future they'll win the European championship in my lifetime. I'm hoping, but at least I'm hoping for Arsenal. Use this as a learning experience. Use this as fuel for the next time you're in the Champions League next season. Because you can't let this happen like this, man. Some Arsenal fans haven't even watched or seen Arsenal win any European trophy. I think the last European trophy they won was like what 1992. I wasn't even born yet. So yeah, man. All right, I'm still rambling. I'm sorry. It just sucks. But yeah, man, that'll be it for me. And don't worry, I'm there'll be more Arsenal content to come. They play Crystal Palace this weekend. I'm definitely gonna be reacting to that. And also, the Miami Heat I think they play tomorrow. So there'll be another video right there. But yeah, man, that'll be it for me. And it sucks, but it is what it is, man. All right, guys, subscribe, subscribe below. I'll catch you later. Peace.